All right, let's get to guest number two, and she's actually a returning guest. This is her second appearance on the show. She's got a song out called Drunk on Country Songs, and we know we have to talk about that title of that song. I'm joined with Brenda Cay. She's with me right now. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing, Kenny?
Good to have you back on the show. Thank you for being on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
Absolutely. So we're just gonna get right to it. Your latest
Okay.
single, Drunk on Country Songs. Very intriguing title for the song. So you must have had a lot of fun writing this song and recording it. So just give us the rundown of how this song got together.
Okay. Yeah. So I was sitting down with my friend Brian Brewer one day, and I was just telling him a story that one night I was just pouring myself a drink, and that the first line of the song, which is "I'm sitting here drinking about taking up thinking," and he just grabbed his guitar and started strumming that lick and started singing, and before we knew it, we had a song. It wasn't something that we even intended to write. We were just having fun, and that song just sort of spilled out.
So, with this song being out for quite some time now, what has been the reaction that you've been getting from the song?
I've been getting a great reaction on this song. So many people have just been having fun with it. We did a video, which the video was very fun. We went around to several different bars in Nashville and just shot several scenes of me having a good time. We were shopping and just playing basketball, taking pictures, just doing a bunch of different things right on Broadway in Nashville. So it was kind of fun. We went to the George Jones Museum, or I'm sorry, the George Jones Bar, which has a really cool, I guess it's George's red truck that we shot some of the video there. And since the song was kind of written as a nod to some of the greats of country, like George Jones, it was really cool.
Awesome, and you know what I like about that video is just it's just showing love to the bars, to the venues, that plays these live music and such. So, um, that's
Right.
that's brilliant. That is definitely brilliant. So check out the song "Drunk on Country Songs." That's available on all the platforms, and check out the video it's on YouTube. So just look up Brenda Cay on YouTube, and that's spelled with a Cay, and you get all her music, you get all the videos and everything else that's there up to this point. So go check that out. So it is that time of the year when people reveal their Spotify stats, with the streams and where who gets the most listenings and where you get your listeners from. I see you posted your Spotify stats. For, what was it? What was your reaction to your Spotify stats?
I was blown away. I'm so grateful to everyone that's been listening to my songs. Just something I never would have believed that I'd you know, have had a 1.7 million streams this past year. It just seems crazy to me.
Definitely getting a lot of support. That's for sure. And getting different countries listening to your music. I find that fascinating as well. And Spotify, they definitely do 134 countries. Girl, you're international. That's international. I
Yeah.
see 428 point 1 thousand listeners, and people have listened to your music for over 300 point 1 thousand hours. That is fascinating. You know you got some music when people put that on repeat. So that's truly amazing. So props to you, Brenda, for this awesome music that you're bringing. Um, Last year you released your EP "Fragile Like a Bomb." I like that EP. I also like the other track you did this year, "Along with You." Uh, so with this year winding down, you've seen your stream stats and you've seen everything that's going on. Like, how do you feel about your 2021 overall? How do you feel about what you have been able to do, given that we're still dealing with this ongoing pandemic? How do you feel about your 2021 year?
I feel pretty good about it. I would like to get out more and connect with fans, and that's been a challenge with the pandemic, and even going forward. Now with the new strain of the pandemic, I don't know what'll happen, but hopefully things will get back to normal and we'll be able to get out and start doing more live shows and things like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I think just being optimistic is definitely the way to go at this point. With these variants and with these strains, and just it's scary. It's still out there. So everyone, whether you are a musician or you supporting on this music, man, just be safe, be good to each other. And if you're people like Brenda and myself just enjoying life music, whether you in Nashville like Brenda or whether you're in Lexington like myself, Lexington, Kentucky, that is. If you enjoy this music, man, we all got to do our part to make sure everyone is safe, and being healthy. Because
Absolutely.
so I will just leave it at that. People can take that however they want, but that's just my 2 cents in that matter. So on to 2022. What does Brenda Cay have in store in the next year? Are we going to expect another EP, or are you just going to do one song every few months? What's the direction you're going with in 2022?
Well, I've got a few more songs that I've got recorded that haven't been released yet, so I'll at least be releasing some of those. Not sure yet whether we'll probably do another single, and then I guess maybe we'll do an EP after that. And then I've got new stuff that I'm writing, hopefully getting ready to record some new stuff too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to 2022.
I will say this. In the last nearly 2 years that I've interviewed artists from Publicity Nation, you definitely have become one of my favorite artists from Publicity Nation. Just the
Oh,
storytelling, and the music, the voice, just you definitely have radio um, type music as well. I could hear a song like "Alone with You" on the radio. I could even hear drunk on country songs on the radio, mainstream. To be honest with
thank
you,
you so much.
uh,
Wow.
so you definitely have some good music, and I definitely look forward to hearing what you have in store uh, next. So I'm not sure if I asked you this particular question in the first go around, but this is a question I always tend to ask women of country music. Um, Obviously, there's all women, not just in country music, but just in life in general, go through these challenges. Have to work twice as hard and stuff. Um, and I keep hearing the lack of equality as it pertains to women getting radio play and opportunities compared to men. Um, like, how do you feel about that particular situation? Do you feel there's things that have improved as far as women getting the same opportunity as the men as far as country music? Or do you think there's more work to be done? What's your thoughts on that?
I think it is improving as I've been listening to the radio. Definitely starting to hear a lot more new female country artists that I haven't heard before. Um, and some of the ones that I've been hearing for the last few years are still in there, instead of in the past where you might hear somebody and then you didn't hear anything else from them again. So it does seem like things are starting to improve, and hopefully that trend will continue.
I definitely hope so too. You know, we about to go into 2022, and that's no excuse for this to keep being a trend. If there's a lot of good women in country music that's putting out good music, putting out numbers, billboard sales, and things like that, and they get the short end of the stick while the male artists get more of the opportunities. It shouldn't keep being this way. That's definitely the one thing I hear the most as far as country music. But props to artists like you and many others that keeps fighting, keep putting the music out there and showing there's some good music out there. So props to you. I also want to talk to you about the other singer you put out along with you. Definitely a different song compared to Drunk on Country songs. Talk about writing that particular song along with you.
Yeah, so that one, um, I'd been to a songwriters round at the listening room in Nashville that night, and when I got back, I was asleep. It was probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and I woke up, and my husband's laying there, and even though he was there, I was just kind of thinking, well, I'm kind of laying here alone because he's not awake. And that's actually where the title came from, because I was thinking I'm alone with you right here. And then I started thinking, oh, that'd be kind of a cool thing if I could write a song with kind of a twist that, you know, make it, because the first verse, the way I wrote it, was sort of like the person that I really want to be alone with romantically, but in the chorus it becomes clear that it was a one-sided relationship and you're really just alone with the thought of them running through your head. So um, I kind of started writing that in the middle of the night, which is not unusual, and I hear a lot of songwriters talk about that. You kind of wake up and this idea is just there and you got to run with it. So yeah, so that's where that started.
So everybody check out Brenda Cay on social media. She's on Instagram at Brenda Cay Music. Again, that's Cay. You also have a website, by the way, brendacay.com. All the platforms and all music and social media are there. And go check out Drunk on Country Songs. Go check out Along with You, and check out Fragile Like a Bomb. Go give that a listen. It's got over a million streams, 1.9 million plus. It's probably at 2 million by now, but I'm just reading what your website is telling. It's saying over 1.9 million streams. So Brenda, it is great to have you back on the show. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time. It's always good having returning guests on the show just to see what they've been up to and stuff. So it's good to see that things are looking very well for you and for your music, obviously. So thank you for your time, Brenda. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me back on.
Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy holidays to you.
You too.
All right, bye bye.
You too. Okay, bye.
So